My topic is all about environmental pollution. So environmental pollution is when harmful substances mix with air, water, and land. So these came from cars, factories, garbage, and chemicals. Pollution can cause sickness like breathing problems and can also harm animals and plants. It is increasing because of more people and industries. Next, air basic essentials for survival. So air is very important because all living things need it to survive. Clean air helps us healthy. However, air pollution happens when harmful gases and smoke mix with the air. So let's proceed to the air pollutants, sources, and central techniques. 1. Gas. Gas like carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, and methane are common air pollutants. Carbon monoxide is very dangerous because it reduces oxygen in the body. Carbon dioxide is normally safe, but too much of it can harm the environment. Methane is less harmful but can still cause pollutions when mixed with other gases. Number 2, or letter B. Particulate matter is made of a very small particle in the air that we can see sometimes, like smoke or dust. These particles can come from factories, burning materials, and even natural resources. When we breathe them in, they can harm our lungs and health. Some particles like lead, asbestos, and arsenic are very dangerous and can cause serious diseases. So this is why controlling air pollution is important to keep people and the environment safe. Letter C. Organic pollutants. Organic pollutants are chemicals from industries that can harm people and the environment. So they came from things like solvents, pesticides, and factory waste. Some examples are benzene, toluene, xylene, and dioxin. These chemicals can cause serious health problems and can stay in the environment for many years. So this is why proper handling and strict control are very important to prevent pollution. So now, let's proceed to the inorganic pollutants. Like halides or halides are harmful gases produced by industries. They can affect human health and the environment. If their levels are too high, that is why strict safety is limits and proper handling are important to prevent pollutions and protect people. The last one is oxidizing substances, include ozone and sulfur oxides. Ozone and sulfur dioxide are gases that can affect both the environment and human health. Ozone is good high in the sky but dangerous when we breathe it. Sulfur oxides or oxides can cause air pollution and acid rain. So let's proceed to the types of toxic chemicals. Toxic chemicals are dangerous substances that can damage the body and environment. Some can burn or destroy tissues, while other affects body system or organs. They can stay in the environment for a long time or break down slowly. Let's jump on to the sources of environmental toxic chemicals. They have two. Number 1 is natural resources and ang ikaduwa ay manufactured sources. So, ang natural resources, these are toxic chemicals that come from nature. Some plants, animals, and fungi can produce harmful substances. For example, some foods can have toxins if they are spoiled or contaminated. Number 2, manufactured sources. So manufactured sources, most current concerns regarding toxic chemicals contamination of the environment, however, arise from anthropogenic sources, either directly or indirectly related to human activity. Number 1, mining and extraction. Toxic chemicals come from digging minerals like coal, oil, and metals. These become harmful and related into air and water. Number 2, production and manufacturing. Factories release toxic chemicals during the making of products. These can go into air, water, or land. Number 3, transportation. Accidents during transport can cause chemical spills. These spills can pollute rivers, air, and soil.
Good day, ma'am. This is Sindatoc, and my topic is all about programs against air pollution. So this is the overview of air pollution. So ang air pollution ay isang malaking problema at mga sa mga urban at industrial area sa buong mundo, lalo na sa mga lugar na hindi madaling kumalat ang pollutants. Importante ang collective action dahil ang pollution sa isang bansa ay nakakapekto rin sa isang bansa. So, halimbawa, ang usok mula sa isang city ay pwedeng makarating sa kalapit na lugar o bansa. So, source of pollution. So, ang pangunahing source ng air pollution ay vehicular smoke, cigarette smoke, at industrial emissions. Ang Ang incomplete combustion ng gasoline ay naglalabas ng harmful gases tulad ng carbon monoxide at hydrocarbons. So, example is ang mga jeep na mausok at paninigarilyo at usok mula sa factories. So, effects of air pollution. Ang mga pollutants ay nagdudulot ng iba't ibang sakit tulad ng asthma, bronchitis, at cancer. Nakaka-apekto rin ito sa environment dahil nagdudulot ng acid rain at maaaring makasira sa utak dahil sa lead. Example is ang hirap paghinga at pagkasira ng mga halaman dahil sa acid rain. So, the thermal pollution. Ang thermal pollution ay nangyayari kapag may mainit na tubig na tinatapon sa ilog o dagat na nagdudulot ng pagkamatay ng mga isda at iba pang organism. Then, garbage problem is, ang garbage problem ay matagal ng issue sa ating komunidad kahit may mga sign na bawal magtapon ng basura dito ay marami pa rin ang hindi sumusunod kaya nagkakaroon ng tambak na basura. So, basura sa kalsada ay nagiging sanhi ng baha. And the Payatas Strategy. Noong July 10, 2000, nagkaroon ng trahedya lang sa Payatas kung saan gumuho ang bundok ng basura dahil sa ulan at maraming tao ang namatay. Halimbawa is landslide ng basura dahil sa improper waste management. So, ang Solid Waste Management Act, ang batas na ito ay ginagawa para masigurong maayos ang pagtatapon ng basura at hikayatin ang recycling at waste segregation. Then, ecological waste management is layunin nito ang zero waste sa pamamagitan ng tamang paghiwalay, pag-recycle at rescue ng basura. While the school recycling program is mahalaga ang papel sa paaralan sa pagtuturo ng tamang waste management dahil dito nagsisimula ang disiplina ng kabataan. Then, Clean Air Act. Ang Clean Air Act ay naglalayo ng bawasan ng harmful substances sa hangin sa pamamagitan ng emission standards at phase out ng leaded gasoline. Then, lax enforcement. Kahit may mga batas na hindi ito na ipapatupad ng maayos kaya patuloy pa rin ang pollution. And toxic waste. Ang toxic waste ay nagdudulot ng malabuhang sakit at kontaminasyon tubig at lupa. And then the environmental programs. So, maraming programs ng ang gobyerno tulad ng Clean and Green at Green Bridge para maprotektahan ang ating kalikasan. Example is tree planting at cleanup drives. So, Metro Manila cases. Lumala ang environment conditions sa Metro Manila dahil sa pollution, basura at overpollution. Then, anti-pollution programs. Ang gobyerno ay iba't ibang forma tulad ng anti-flood at anti-bleaching para mabawasan ang pollution. Then, the Philippines environmental laws. So, ang 15 environmental laws ay ginawa para protektahan ang kalikasan at kontrolin ang pollution. So, halimbawa is ang PD 825, labanan sa pagtatapon ng basura kung saan-saan. And the government agencies, ang DOH or DENR at PWS, ang mga ahensya ng pagpapatupad ng environment laws. Example is ang DNR ang nagmumonitor ng pollution.